I develop and share the stories from you. Thank you. You can also write your own story in the comments and set sail for new adventures.
When the deep navy blanket of night settled over the village of cold water where the moonlight failed to reach, the breath of the ancient forest could be heard. The villagers always feared this forest, dreading the secrets and whispers within that might knock on their doors during winter nights. Yet, for a little girl living in a mud brick house on the outskirts of the village, the forest was not the place of fear, but the beginning of escape and hope. The village was named Cold Water, but it wasn't just the water that was cold. The hearts of the villagers were equally distant, especially toward Anya. 11-year-old Anya was the subject of ridicule among the other children because of her old, patched clothes and perpetually hungry stomach. Her small mud brick house, where her family barely made a living, stood like a stain of shame next to the rich homes of the town. Anya's only friend was silence, and her greatest solace was the gigantic, legend-filled forest surrounding the village. As the sun filtered through the treetops like golden dust, Anya set out deep into the woods, as she always did. Her task for the day was to gather edible mushrooms for her mother's soup. She moved silently, her steps padding softly on the leaves and damp earth. As she passed through a thicket, her eyes caught an unusual, shimmering object on the ground. It was a round, smooth, ivory-colored egg. The egg was brighter than the village's most brilliant pearl, and its surface was covered with tiny, vein-like golden lines that could be felt upon touching. Although cold, it seemed to emit a soft vibration. Anya had never seen anything so beautiful in her life. Unlike all the old, colorless objects that made her the butt of the other children's jokes, this egg was a treasure. It never occurred to her that it might belong to a dragon. Dragons, after all, only lived in the tales told by the elders on winter nights. Anya carefully cradled the egg. Its weight was surprisingly light. She hurried home, her heart beating like a tiny bird. She would tell no one this secret. This was a magic that belonged only to her. The hiding of the egg. As soon as Anya arrived home, she tried to find the safest place to hide the egg. In the narrow, dim attic of the house, she placed it inside an old, musty trunk, nestled within her favorite wool cardigan, which was too torn to wear anymore. Every day, after spending hours in the forest on the pretext of mushroom gathering, she would climb to the attic to check on the egg. Days chased weeks. Anya cared for the egg as if it were a baby. She quietly told it stories, whispering the secrets of the village and the forest. The egg began to glow brighter as time passed. Its golden veins became more pronounced, and Anya could now feel the warmth it generated, even through the wool cardigan. One evening, when a heavy rain and storm hit the village, Anya was sleeping beside the egg in the attic. Suddenly, thin, cracking sounds began to come from the egg. She jumped up in fright. The golden lines on the egg were now flashing like energy passing through them. Cracks spread rapidly like a spider's web. Anya held her breath, witnessing a miracle. With one final crack, the egg split in two, and out stepped a tiny creature, small enough to fit in her palm, with brilliant emerald green eyes. The creature stretched its small leathery wings and let out a high-pitched, sweet sound. It was a dragon hatchling, a new life and a secret mystery. Anya's astonishment was short-lived. Her heart filled with a sense of love and protection she had never tasted before. The dragon hatchling, seeing Anya as the first creature, assumed she was its mother. Anya named it Luna, inspired by the rare moonlight flower that grew in her favorite spot in the forest and only bloomed at night. Feeding and hiding Luna was a great challenge. Dragon hatchlings, as might be expected, were not satisfied with ordinary village food. Anya tried to feed her rare insects and wild berries she found in the forest. Luna grew rapidly in their secret hideaway, warmed by Anya's wool cardigan. Initially the size of a sparrow, Luna quickly reached the size of a pigeon. The biggest problem was Luna's uncontrollable fire breath. Whenever she got excited or scared, she would shoot a tiny ball of flame. Anya had to keep a bucket of sand in the attic and spend hours training Luna to control her fire. Luna's presence completely changed Anya's life. She was no longer alone. Luna's unconditional love and joy slowly melted the gloom in her heart. She talked and laughed with Luna, feeling truly seen for the first time. Whispers and growing suspicion. As Luna grew, hiding her became more difficult. Her wings had strengthened and she had begun flying for short distances. Anya could only take her flying at night in the deepest, most secluded parts of the forest where no one would see them. These flights were a feeling of freedom for Anya. Mounted on Luna's strong back, she flew away from the poverty and loneliness of the village. However, whispers began to spread in the village. People spoke of strange noises from the depths of the forest, dark silhouettes quickly crossing the sky, and sometimes the smell of burnt wood. The elders said these signs heralded the return of the Great Shadow, the legendary dragon. Even the rich and arrogant children of the village began to wonder what Anya did in the forest every day. One of them, Caleb, the cruelest boy in the village, had noticed a strange smoky smell coming from Anya's clothes whenever she returned. Caleb decided to follow Anya. One evening, Anya and Luna were sitting by a hidden pond in the forest. Anya stroked Luna's shimmering scales, and the little dragon purred contentedly. Caleb, hidden behind the trees, couldn't believe his eyes. The person standing before him was not the poor girl of the village, but a powerful and brave warrior carrying a glowing creature on her back. Caleb's astonishment and jealousy quickly turned into great anger. Did this magnificent creature belong to the poor girl they mocked? It was unfair. He deserved Luna. The next day, Caleb told his father, the richest and most powerful man in the village, an exaggerated story about the monster he had seen in the forest. His father, though he didn't believe in legends, knew that uncovering any mystery in the depths of the forest would earn him respect among the villagers. Luna's danger and Anya's decision. The villagers were filled with fear and rage over the rumors of a dragon's presence. Anya's house soon became the target of an angry mob gathered with torches and pitchforks. Caleb's father stood at the head of the crowd. "Bring out that monster, Anya," he shouted. "We will destroy it and secure our village." Anya held Luna tightly wrapped in her wool cardigan, looking out the window. At that moment, she realized Luna would never be safe in the village. Her love for Luna told her she had to set her free. In the darkness of the night, Anya and Luna secretly fled through the back door into the forest. The crowd was behind them, the torchlights flickering in the darkness. Anya ran as fast as she could, plunging deeper into the forest until she was breathless. Finally, they reached the edge of a giant cliff in the heart of the forest, where the legend of the Great Shadow was said to have originated. Anya set Luna down, tears streaming down her face. "You must go, dear Luna," she whispered. "You are not safe here. Fly and go far away where no one can ever find you." Luna gave a final farewell purr, licking Anya's cheek. Then, filling her wings with the wind, she soared into the night. Her bright scales shimmered like stars until she vanished. Anya was alone, but her heart was filled with pride rather than suffocating pain. She had protected her most valuable possession, her secret, and her only friend. Years later, and the dragon's call. Months passed. After Luna's departure, the villagers calmed down, and the dragon rumors slowly faded. Anya was alone again, but she was no longer the fearful and silent girl she once was. The courage and strength she learned from Luna remained with her. She ignored the mockery of the village and walked with her head held high. When she turned 14, a new change began in Anya's life.